Hello everybody, welcome back, episode 4, jumping into things right away. I'm not going to waste anybody's time going through the motions of spawning the new chunks. I'm just going to talk about my objectives and my plan real quick. So, leaving off, we did not ever end up getting villagers in the last episode, but we did end up with some animals, which could lead pretty well into some villager trading. So I for sure want to try to get the villager this time. I know there is a village around again, in case anybody has missed it, because when I spawned in this world there was a village house right here. I cut it down and used the materials to make this one. But since I haven't expanded this way at all, or rather not expanded this way very much, this is the way I'm going to try to go, because clearly no luck this way. So without further ado, bop, bop, bop. And we are ready to go. This is promising. Not gonna bore you guys with the spawning of the next few. I'm just gonna hit the time lapse. Ready? And go. Alright, little break in the time lapse, but I really wanted to get this part specifically on video. Full diamond armor, and that is what I call progress. There we have it. I had a good feeling about this. As soon as I saw this and all the path, I figured it had to be eventually somewhere over here where the village would be. And a very welcome surprise was that we also got sand, so that means I can finally make windows and other glass items. And there's kitty cats, so no more creepers for me. This guy's already deciding to pick up a job as a farmer, which I doubt I will keep him as, because I have other plans in mind. And lucky enough, we actually got 2 villagers. We're gonna have to wait for this guy to grow up, but once he does, we can questionably breed him with this one, and we'll have a whole village on our hands. I know it may sound ungrateful, but I really was hoping I'd be able to get a cow or 2, because I really wanted to get enchantments in this episode, but I think I might have concocted a way to do this without a cow, or even without leather. You see, I have 2 enchanted books here, which means if I can get a 3rd, I can disenchant the books and craft a lectern. And since I have 2 villagers, I can use one to farm for emeralds, and then use the other villager to trade emeralds for bookshelves, which is a librarian trade. So what that is going to have to mean is I'll have to either get very lucky and find an enchanted... Hello? I'm gonna either have to get very lucky and find an enchanted book in a dungeon chest down beneath the surface somewhere I haven't checked yet, or I'm gonna have to go back into the nether and find another loot chest in some kind of structure. Okay, into the nether now. I noticed initially that there is a submerged ruin portal here, but as I looked off into the distance, I had another idea. Those guys right there, if I'm not mistaken, they drop leather too. So I might be able to avoid this whole convoluted plan and simply farm those for leather. I'm glad I noticed early there is a flaw in my plan. I still do not have sugarcane. So even if I can get the leather from those guys, it would be pointless. Yeah, I guess that ruined portal is our best bet right now. Do I want to waste the sand we just found and try to drain the lava around it? Or maybe I'll use gravel. Yeah, I'll use gravel. You know, I was in the middle of collecting gravel when I thought, what if there's not even a book in the chest in that ruined portal? And then I thought to myself, can ruined portal chests even have books? So I did some searching on Google and found out some loot tables, and ruined portal chests cannot have books. So I'm very glad I checked that before continuing. Then I decided to look around different loot chests and see which ones can have books. And then suddenly these guys made me remember something. Because I wanted to tame one of these cats, which would mean I had to go fishing, and then I thought, well, you can get enchanted books from fishing. It's such an underused mechanic because it really is quite a terrible one, but it just so happens for this situation it works perfectly. So I'm gonna build a little lake and we'll go fishing for a while. Alright, I was not recording while I was fishing because it was very boring footage, but coincidentally the last throw of the fishing rod that I had, I got an enchanted book. And to give you just an idea of how long that took, this is everything I caught, other than that. So yeah, this is everything I caught. Got our grindstone, got our 3 books. So let's do this. It's a shame that I had to get rid of those enchantments, but this should be worth it in the long run, I think. But let's get ourselves a librarian now. Hey, buddy. This is no longer your place of work. That's what I'm talking about. And we've got the bookshelf trade with a riptide trade as well. This guy I'll make a Fletcher, because Fletchers are typically the easiest, especially with my resources, the easiest to get emeralds from. Yeah, I totally know how to make a fletching table. Wow. Yeah, I never would have guessed in like a million years that it was flint. Yeah, I knew we had some. There we go. Now, where are you going? No, you're doing it wrong. No. Work. What is going on with this guy? Oh, he's become a blacksmith, I think? A toolsmith, no. I have plenty of fish, I might as well tame this guy. Why is everything so difficult today? Oh, we got him, we got him. There we go. We got our first pet, let's go. Drop a name for this guy down in the comments too. We still don't have a name for the chicken. Finally, we got the good trade. I guess for the next little while I'll just be farming wood because I am going to need quite a bit to get enough emeralds to make an enchantment room. I guess so it's 9 emeralds for a bookshelf, and we're going to need quite a few bookshelves. I think the minimum is 10 or 15. So I guess that's 90 to 135 emeralds that we'll need, which is a mathematical a lot of sticks. I didn't record any audio for the next portion, but all I'm really doing is building an area to keep villagers, and here I'm collecting wool to make more beds to breed the villagers, because I knew I would exhaust the trades of one Fletcher pretty quickly. And then I got some carrots from the mob farm, which I harvested to feed the villagers to breed them because it would just be a lot more efficient than crafting bread out of the wheat. in building the pen, I made a little area here to get in and out by crouching through that mobs would not be able to pathfind their way through. I also put rails over here so that mobs wouldn't pathfind their way through on the end. And then I put the beds down and got ready to breed the villagers. Had to kick that guy out of my bed. I made the second fletching table and went back to gathering more wood. And of course harvested some carrots to get ready to breed the villagers. I was actually very shocked how quickly it took. It really was only a few seconds before they started showing the signs of affection. And then only about a minute later, this guy popped out. Back to gathering sticks now. I'm slowly and surely getting closer to the 15 bookshelves that I will need. I know I'm able to zombify and cure this guy to get this trade a little bit easier. But I think for now, I'm better off just grinding for the sticks, because I think the time it would take for me to do all that is just longer than it would take to get a few more stacks of sticks anyways. The fact that I have my mob farm set up with campfires at the bottom means I'm basically passively getting bones all day every day, so it'll be a very long time before I run out of bone meal, and that's making the stick grind actually not too bad. Alright, the grind is finally complete, and to be completely honest, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. In fact, honestly, it was kind of fun. Without wasting any time, shall we get an enchantment table? I'm thinking I'll want to build this up here next to the mob farm, just for convenience sake. We're not going to make this the prettiest thing in the world because I do plan on redecorating and rebuilding a lot of the buildings I've done so far, once I have more space to do so. Alright, here's the enchanting setup. I don't know how this guy escaped. Probably right here. I didn't think about that. So villagers can't pathfind over rails, but if they get pushed into the rail just like that guy did, they can walk through it. So I suppose this farmer over here did exactly that. We'll let him tend to the crops, I guess. But let's not waste any more time. Let's enchant my first... Oh, Bane of Arthropods, are you joking? Yeah, we'll do something else. Ooh, Silk Touch. Alright, first thing enchanted. Knockback 2 is not the most ideal. That's pretty decent. I'll take that. Okay, just spent the last bit of time enchanting all the gear I wanted to. I got my armor all enchanted pretty well, I'd say. I got really lucky getting protection 4 3 times in a row, but the helmet took a while to get anything useful. As for the next step, I think that's gonna cut it for this video. Starting anything new right now would take too long, and I don't want to make this video extremely long, because it is already getting pretty long. Besides, I think we've done some pretty good things in this episode, especially when it comes to villagers. This is really awesome, so I think what I want to do next is get back into the Nether and hopefully find a fortress. Start potion making a little bit, and then I can make a formal villager trading hall and get some of these guys cured up for some super good trades, and then I'm gonna get a ton of librarians because mending and other nice enchantments will be great to have in this series. But yeah, that's gonna have to be a next episode thing. And I do want to say sorry for the big delay of getting this video out. I'm trying to stay consistent, but between work and I am traveling very soon to study abroad, it's getting pretty hectic to keep up. But if you are one of the people watching this series, thank you so much. I'm having a lot of fun making this, and every view counts. So hope you guys have a great day. Say goodbye to this world for now, because I'm not sure when the next episode will be up, but I promise it will be up. Alright, everybody. See you later.